The AMCU president is addressing more than 1,000 Anglo-American platinum mine workers in the Northwest. And the Transport Deputy Minister says the economies of African countries cannot grow without adequate transport infrastructure. Ambusisiwa Khatebe with the latest news update. AMCU President Joseph Mathunjwa is addressing more than 1,000 Anglo-American platinum mine workers outside the mine's Tembelani shaft in Rustenburg in the Northwest. Workers at the shaft downed tools yesterday in solidarity with their 22 union shop stewards who were suspended for allegedly intimidating members of other unions. The workers are also calling for the reopening of the wage negotiation processes. They went on strike last year, demanding a monthly salary of 16,500 rand. Mathunjwa has reiterated mine workers' calls that the suspended shop stewards should be reinstated. Meanwhile, Kuseleka number 1 shaft has been closed for today, while at Komonani number 1 shaft, workers submitted a memorandum of grievances and reported for duty. The DA has voiced concern about the high number of court judgments against the Gauteng police in the past 2 years. In 2011, there were 652 claims granted, resulting in around 39 million rand being paid out. Last year, the number of claims skyrocketed to more than 1,400. Around 60 million rand had to be paid to claimants. The DA's John Moody says unlawful police action is resulting in a waste of taxpayers' money.
I think the most concerning aspect is the fact that the police are acting outside of the ambit of the law. They are supposed to be upholding the law and enforcing the law, and yet our police officers are going against the constitutional rights of our people and actually abusing their power, and it needs to be rectified as soon as possible.
The eThekwini Communicable Disease Service Department has launched an investigation into the death of at least 30 people in different hospitals in the city following a diarrhea outbreak. The deaths occurred between May and June. About 22 of the deaths were reported at Prince Mshieni Hospital. Head of Department, Dr. Ayo Olowalakba, says they've conducted tests in which 50% of the samples collected came out positive for a virus that causes severe diarrhea. Olowalakba says a consolidated report will be released to the public as soon as findings are collated.
It is a process whereby we want to confirm and find out what is the real problem that going forward we should be able to look at and avoid in future.
And lastly, Transport Deputy Minister Sindisiwe Chikunga says the economies of African countries cannot grow without adequate transport infrastructure. She's been addressing the 32nd Southern African Transport Conference in Pretoria. The conference, which started earlier today, will end on Thursday. More money will be invested in maintaining transport infrastructure, which Chikunga says is key in attracting investors.
We can use our transport infrastructure to shield our economy against the unfolding international crisis. In South Africa, we do not plan to cut down on planned infrastructure projects. As a country, we remain committed to spending over 800 billion rand planned on key projects, including transport-related expenditure in the few coming years.
Catch the latest news on the hour on SABC radio stations and on NewsBreak Option 1.